Welcome back, crafty friends. It's Alicia of the Call Me Crafty Al YouTube channel, and today I am back with the first process video in my Card a Day in July series. I introduced this challenge to myself yesterday in an unboxing video, and in that video I unboxed the cards in the Paige Evans Turn the Page Project Life Kit. And I did that because these are what I'm going to use for my first few cards in the series. I like using these types of kits and cards because they make quick, easy cards, especially when they come with sentiments already on the cards, so I don't have to dig out any stamps or anything. So let's go ahead and get started on day one. These cards are 4x6, so they're going to be too big for a standard card base. What I do though is I leave them the 4 inches and then I trim them to 5 1/4. And that way, when I have them on my card base, they leave a small border all the way around. I want to use this sentiment card for my first card, and I think I'll use the back side. And I want it to kind of sit just about right there probably. That way you can still see some of the flag. But what I want to do is find a card that will let the sentiment card stand out from the background. So I wanted to look in here and see if there are any borders that would work for that. The reason I pulled this sentiment card, you'll notice that I set most of those to the side because I want to use those for my focal point for the sentiment. But I'm not sure how I will use a card that says okay. So I'm going to leave this because that navy would make a nice border. So I'm going to consider that. I really like the way this border looks up against this sentiment card, and because I have extra white on the left and right, I'm just going to trim a little off each side and place that on there. So I'm going to use this as my background, these two as my focal points. And from the Dreamy cardstock collection by Recollections, which is from Michaels, I will be using the darker pink for the card base. I'm going to start with all of the cutting. So my card base, I'll have a top fold card, and I'm going to cut that to 4 1/4 inches wide, so just right in half. This card, I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off each side. So just a little bit. You know what? I can take off even a sliver more, so I'm going to do that. Because I want this sentiment to stand out from the background of the card, I want as much of that blue border to show as possible. That's why I'm taking off this additional little sliver. And with the background card, since I can only have this be 4 by 5 1/4, I need to take 3/4 of an inch off the height. I think I'll take 1/4 of an inch off the bottom and then cut the card to 5 1/4 inches tall. I'll be adhering this just flat onto the card base. My sentiment will be adhered right onto the border card. And now I want to figure out exactly where I want this. I'm just going to line the edges together here, and you can still then see some of the fishtail banner here. I will be using foam adhesive to pop this up off the card. These are some of those foam tape squares from the Dollar Tree. I've used them a lot recently. I would say if you enjoy popping things up with foam tape, to go out and get yourself some. They work really well, and you get a whole bunch for $1. Now if they're not in your, let's see, I think I found these maybe near the school supplies, but if they're not there, they also sell something that looks the same, like where the automotive or the tools are. I'm not quite done yet. I do want to maybe put some sequins right here or some gems, so I'm gonna look and see what I have that might go nicely with this. I've had people ask me about my sequin containers before. So I will link a video below where I share my sequin storage organization or idea. These are actually really affordable containers from Harbor Freight, and you can also find them at Menards. I am using the mini adhesive dots from Scrapbook Adhesives. I love the size of these because they fit nicely on sequins, but I don't love that every one that comes off I have a little piece of plastic. I think I prefer the glue dots because they don't come with these little squares of plastic. Got a little adhesive peeking out there on the top corner, so I'm just going to scoot that underneath the sequin. And there is my first finished card for my Card a Day in July series. If you enjoyed this quick, easy card, I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and want to follow along as I create my card this month, I hope you'll hit the subscribe button below. If you're already a regular viewer and subscriber, thanks for stopping back by again. As always, I hope you're having a crafty day. Bye-bye.